Hi, I'm Jason. This is Art. We're a couple from Phoenix, Arizona. This past Christmas, we got a GoPro camera and decided to take it with us while traveling. In May of 2024, we took off from Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport for a 2-week dream vacation in Italy. We stayed at Airbnbs in 4 different cities: Naples, Rome, Florence, and Venice. Come along with us in this video series, and we'll show you the splendor of Italy.
We get there, but we're going to look for the Positano jet. Go ahead. Sure.
Day 2 of our Italian adventure was centered around the sea and the coastline near and around Naples. We headed to the Amalfi coast to visit the seaside towns of Amalfi and Positano. Before we left home for Italy, we booked 3 boat trips to take us around the Amalfi coast. Our plan was to start at the port of Naples and take a fast boat around the Sorrentine Peninsula, disembarking at the town of Amalfi. After a few hours catching the sights there, we would board another launch for the short trip to Positano. Disembark there, grab some lunch, and see the town. We'd then board the final boat, which stopped at Sorrento. We would not get off there, but would remain on board. The boat would then head north to get us back home to Naples. At least that was our plan. About a week before leaving Phoenix, the cruise company notified us by email that our boat ride from Naples to Amalfi had been canceled. So in effect, our 2 remaining valid tickets were useless unless we could find a different way to get to Amalfi. We spent a day researching options before settling on hiring a car and driver to drive us from Naples to Amalfi. It wasn't an ideal option, but thinking on our feet got us to where we needed to be and saved this day of our vacation. I didn't remember to get any video of our car trip from Naples to Amalfi, but luckily Art took a handful of still images. We started our journey at the Naples Duomo metro station, a short walk from our Airbnb. There, we were met by our driver, right on time in his Mercedes Transport. We took the freeway south toward the Sorrentine Peninsula, and we were soon riding switchbacks up and then down the mountain that separates the mainland from the coast.
So we're here in Amalfi, day 2 of our trip, and I need to find myself a hat because my scalp itches because I got sunburned yesterday in Pompeii. This is our mission.
Amalfi is a seaside town with its buildings set into the mountainside, like you see in travel brochures and on YouTube. Like any tourist area, there are plenty of stores where you can find the local specialties. In this case, big sellers are olive oil and limoncello.
I found a hat.
downstairs. Yeah.
We spent the rest of that morning wandering around the coastal walkways and beaches. After a few hours, it was time to head to the harbor for the second part of the day, the boat ride to Positano.
I found a hat, and this is a totally excellent buy because I will totally wear this in Phoenix all the time.
The boat ride from Amalfi to Positano is just a short hop. We were off the boat and into town in just a few minutes. After a fine Italian lunch, we had time for just one last stroll around town before heading back to the harbor to catch our ride back to Naples. On our way home, the boat made a stop at the port of Sorrento to drop off and pick up passengers. We only got to see the city from the water, but the view was spectacular. Traveling northward up the coast, we got a view of Vesuvius, where we had spent the afternoon the day before. And just like that, we arrived at the port of Naples. 2 days down and 12 more to go. Don't miss our next video, where we take another sea journey, this time to the island of Capri.